Hi friends, today we are going to learn about the useMemo hook method in ReactJS. The purpose of this useMemo hook in ReactJS is that by using this useMemo hook, we can avoid the unnecessary renderings in the component. Let's know how we are going to achieve this by using this useMemo hook in ReactJS. Let's get started this RAFCE. Let's use this snippet, then get it a template arrow function. Now let's create two state variables. One is counter1 and we can use another set counter2. Otherwise we can use count count1 comma set count, which is equal to use state, and initially we'll use that value is 0 here. Same for counter2 also. Let's remodify this tw2 set count 1 set count 2. Then we'll handle this count increment. So handle counter1 which is equals to, here we can use arrow function, and let's increment this by updating this method. Here we will use count1. Next +1. Likewise Control C, let's use Control V for counter2. Same thing for increment, we'll use 2. Then we'll use that react.fragment here. Within this we'll go for that division. Let's use class name row. Let's take some space here, margin top. Then use that column for one button. Within this we'll use that button, not this button, just plain button. Let's use that class name form control. And here we'll use that counter1 button name. On click also we should use that is handle counter1. Alt Shift F. Yeah, same for counter2 also. Just copy this, put it here and rename it as per the handle counter2, and just rename it with the tw2. Let's verify on the browser whether it is working properly or not. Yeah, counter 1, counter 2 buttons are ready. Then let's display some value here. h2 tag, within this counter 1 value will display here, count 1, and likewise control C, same for this button second counter. This is a counter 2, count 2. Let's verify, refresh it, click on count 1, it is increasing, click on count 2, same function is there. So let's rename it with that counter 2. Why it is not working? Just handle counter 2, it's fine. Just refresh this and use this counter 2. So it is not updating, it is updating counter 1 only. Just you will use this counter 2, not modified, that's why it is showing like that. Now let's click on that counter 2 and counter 1, it is working as we expected. Then let's use one more span that is below this span, and for this let's use that even we'll use that even method here. Here we'll call this even method control Z question mark. If it is the value is even, let's display that even, it's going to be even, otherwise we are using terminal operator. If it is false, then we'll display odd here. So what is the even? Let's write down the method for this, definition for this, const control V. Let's use this arrow function, and yeah, here we'll use that one return type things, turn return. Let's return something here, count 1 modulus 2, which is equal to 0, then it is going to give the truth. So it will display like this. Yeah, it is even. Just refresh this one and use that counter 1, yeah, add counter 2, it is even. It is executing as we expected. For suppose if you have something in this, let I equal to 0 while, while use this while in this I less than 2003 4 5 6 7 8, and will increase this like this, and finally we can return the value is not written. Let's understand this, how it is going to execute. Refresh it first. If you click on this, it is showing as we expected. Now let's remove this as a method, we can use it not now. Okay, control Z. What is going on? Refresh it, counter 1, it is taking time, it is also taking time. If you increase the time here one more 0, what is going to happening? Counter 1, it is getting delay, and if you use that again 0, what's going on here? Let's verify that. Refresh it, and I click on counter. After some time it is showing. If you click on counter 2, it is going to show after some time. Actually it has to get delay to show this one. Why it is getting delay? Because of this unnecessary rendering. Because this is the actual concept in JSX. Whatever operation we are performing in this, after clicking this counter 1, it is going to show even or odd after executing this kind of delay. So even though it is in JSX part, that's why it is getting delay when you click on this counter 2 also. So to avoid the unnecessary rendering, whatever we are using, this particular part only has to execute, remaining part it will not execute. To do that we will use that here use memo concept. Use memo, open this, and here use that dependency array and close it. Within this dependency array we'll use counter 1. Now let's verify. Refresh it. Click on that counter 1 first. Let it be refresh. Yeah, it is refreshed. It has been refreshing. Then after refreshing, let's click on counter 1 first. So where is that? Because if you use this one, no, here use memo, it should not be a method, it should be a just a state variable, like a variable. Then immediately we can look here. See, if you click on counter 1, after some time it is going to update it. Again click on this one, after some time it is going to update. Then click on counter 2, immediately updating. Previously it did not executed as we expected. How this counter 1 is executing, same counter 2 also executed, it was executed like that. Now this time after using this use memo, no, here use memo, if I apply this use memo method, then this part only getting delay, this part is it is not getting delay because unnecessary rendering avoided. When you click on this one only, it is getting delay, and this part only, particular part it is executing, not this one, it is not rendering. If you click this one, no, it is rendering only this part, not this part. So that is separated by using this use memo. So in this way we can avoid that unnecessary rendering in the React.js by using this use memo. It's very advantage in all the projects. All the time we can use this one. Whenever if you want unnecessary renderings, to avoid that, we can use this use memo. It's very simple to use that. Just apply this for the method and use this one. Already I told that in previous video. Use callback, the difference between use callback and use memo. Use callback, whenever the dependency array is changed, then only the function is going to execute. In this use memo, whenever this function is called, then only it is going to return the value. Whenever this function, when you click this one, immediately it is calling this one, that at that time only it is giving the value, I mean it returning the value. In the use callback function, dependency array gets modified, at that time function is going to execute. In this use memo, only if you call this method, it is going to return the value. That's it. That is only the difference between these two. That's it, friends. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.